But the main thing is to have fun.
Bring the beast in my sights, Exile.
Yeah. Maybe I'll learn some maths along the way, and I'll get better at it.
The first ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile.
I am no beast of
You
burden.
hunt well.
I do kind of want that chrono orb, so I think I might do a quick force draw. So, in order to get the buff Fanaticism
You bring.
off of the Inquisitor, you need to hit with a regular attack that's not a spell. And then you gain up to 4 stacks, and after you gain the 4 stacks, you gain Fanaticism and lose the stacks. And then I'm pretty sure once you're in Fanaticism mode, you have 75% reduced cast time, 75% reduced mana cost, and 75% something else, I think. And yeah, so I have to hit people with Smite, gain Fanaticism, and then I can finally cast Divine Ire. On paper, from what I understand. And it should be fun. But, I don't know. It might go badly. It's play the game and see.
This one is captured. I now will take it.
I might turn down the sound effects a little bit if I'm a little bit hard to hear. Just a smidge. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Let's level up clarity and add lightning damage. There we go. Ah, this was the waypoint I was looking for. Wow, there's 5 beasts on this map. That's a lot.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
Oh man, you got carried off in an orb of blood. That didn't look friendly. Alright, I did want to come up to these. Yeah, I can get the extra dialogue in town now that I've inspected it. But we'll go and defeat Oak. Oh, hello. We've got one of the new corpses.
Another day, another day.
I like that. It's a bit of a play on another day, another dollar. That's good. Another 4% energy shield and 5% life. Yeah, I feel like, you know, once I get Divine Ire to cast really, really quickly, it seems like it'll be a lot of fun. I think I watched a friend use the spell, for like a second in the first league it was introduced. And I thought that was interesting. But I haven't actually tried it myself. I've always meant to come back and give it a go. But I never got around to it.
Captured. I now will take it.
And it just seems the perfect time to use Divine Ire with the cast speed. Because otherwise it's quite slow to charge up. Whereas with the extra cast speed, it should be about half a second to take it to stage 10 and then release it. Which is amazing. When I was making my build, I thought about trying to put it on a totem. Then the totems were going to take like 2 seconds to charge it up and cast.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
So I could cast 4 of them at the same time as a spell totem tried to cast it once. And I just went, nah. Nah, I'm going to have to cast it manually. There's no way I'm going to get a totem to sit there and do it at that speed. There he is. Let's go see Oak. How you doing, Oak?
So an enemy of hope has fallen. Creighton will not be missed. Did you do it for a higher purpose, perhaps? Something worthy? Like peace? Every day my brethren must battle and die with Alira's thralls of the old road. To spare the lives of many, you need take only one. But if peace isn't enough reward for you, bring me the amulet that hangs around Alira's worthless neck. I trust you have Creighton's in hand already. I thought so. When joined with mine, those trinkets will forge us a new strength, you and I. The strength to bring about peace.
I do like his bonuses, but I'm going to say no. Yeah, that's all pretty good, but sorry, Oak.
You dare to speak for peace, outlaw? There's the peace your lies have earned you.
The peace of the grave, it seems. But thank God for that. Sometimes I struggle on Oak. When they had him in some patches where what happened with him was he would stack up tons of endurance charges and then use like the war cry or whatever it was that ate all the endurance charges and gives you massive amounts of HP regen. Sometimes I'd have character builds that were so bad that he would just out-regen me by generating more endurance orbs and eating them and repeat forever until I lost. It was sad. But oh well. I guess we could tell everyone in town that that guy's dead and see if they got any more dialogue for me. I do like the story in this.
Greetings, survivor. Not all beasts were born equal, survivor. The first ones look upon some captures and sacrifices more fondly than others. You may not even deem some beasts worthy of sacrifice. Do not worry. Einar has imbued some orbs with powerful blood magic. You can use these bestiary orbs on any beast in the menagerie, and the beast will be bound to the orb. Then you can do whatever you want with it. Give it to a handsome man like Einar, maybe. You cannot tell, but I am very handsome under this mask.
Classic.
Once a bestiary orb contains a beast, you can use it again to release the creature to the menagerie. Be careful, though. It will break the orb.
Yeah, there definitely are some things that like ruin an enemy's regen or stops them from gaining health.
The first ones are watching.
But sometimes they just don't work with what I was planning. I feel like I make a lot of builds. I'm just like, yes, I finished the build in the planner. It'll work so good at level 100, and then I'm level 20, and it just doesn't work along the way. And it's like, oof. I should have thought about how this is going to work as I'm going through.
Speak. Their skin makes good boots. Their spit makes painful death.
That makes sense with snakes.
Silk has the mind of a blood monkey. That spear stinks of sickness. And you are a monkey too if you believe his story. Stuck in Mother 8-Leg? More like he dropped it when he ran away from Baby 8-Leg.
True.
Return if you must.
How can I help?
Hello. I greet you. Viper eats monkey, monkey eats viper. The forest is hurt, confused. It fights with itself. There is no peace for us in this war.
True.
If Silk's story of the mother of 8 legs is true, then you should go get the spear from her. The creatures near the Chamber of Sins have suffered from a twisting of their spirits. They are sick and angry. If this happens to the 8 legs, we will all suffer from their fever.
There's another spider that's really damn mean on some of my builds, and I go in there and... Oof, the 8 legs. I am dead. Let's check this out. This is the right kind of flavor for my character. So it's got less armor, less energy shield, less maximum life in the bonuses. I do gain some fire resist though, but I think overall, nah.
Go with the spirit.
And off we go again with a nice clean inventory. Oh, have we found her camp already? No. Her camp's walled off a bit, I think.
I must have time to gather my will.
I do want a large life flask, because my old one isn't really cutting it anymore. Let's try turning this into a magical item. Terrible. Terrible for my character. I do quite like playing a minion character, but that's not what I'm doing right now. That would have been so good. Oh well. These things happen. You know what? I might shuffle that. Oh my god. The same thing twice in a row. Oh, okay. Immune to bleeding and immune to corrupted blood. Sure. Now the healing's even worse on it though. That does sort of annoy me. Never mind. Corrupted blood is awful. Yeah. I definitely want to... Like, I was watching a friend play this in one of the versions a little bit earlier. And he had like a full set of flasks that all automatically cast whenever they were full or, you know, on some other modifier and things. And it was so good. I think one of the things that really I don't get along with too well is manually using my flasks. And I was so happy they've added the functionality to potentially auto-use a bunch of support flasks.
Arteri,
That was
my
cool.
beautiful captain. I wish it were not you, but I cannot bring myself to trust any other with this most vital of tasks. This is the only pass between the inner and outer empire. No further exiles are to enter the inner empire. We have material enough for our work. Ensure that the barricade remains in place, and if any exile should somehow pass through, kill them. I will send for you when my work is complete in San. Until we share our next night together. Piety.
The funny thing about this is that she never ever mentions the fact that we've just, we've just killed this guy. I don't think she ever even acknowledges it. Piety is a little bit mean. She's a little bit self-serving all the time. It's kind of interesting how she backpedals a little bit in like chapter 9 or 10 or whatever, but she is uncool with the things she gets up to. So no sign of the witch yet, and no sign of the spider layer.
I must have time to gather my will.
Yeah, I think the way that she's a persistent villain certainly, puts some interest on her. I do like that, because there's too many forgettable villains in too many games where, yeah, they're the bad guy, but then who cares? They're over with so quickly, whereas this kind of, they drag it out. She is your nemesis for a good long time. And that is good. I remember doing a league where you had to collect all these necklaces that were like corrupted or you couldn't modify them, and then when you got enough of them you had to fight some wolf man with a bunch of wolf ads, and he was just like a werewolf. You can keep morphing into a werewolf, and I think he's back now on a map, but there was a really cool league where you had to do something weird with all these necks and combine them up into new necklaces, and it was awesome.
We, the Court of Reckoning, find you, Doedri Stamatis, guilty of the following transgressions against God: perversion of God's creation, promotion of heretical beliefs, unlawful enslavement of eternal citizens, torture of the innocent, murder of the servants of purity. For these most severe crimes, I do sentence Doedri Darktongue to burn at the stake till naught is left but ash. May her life serve as penance for the lives she has taken, and let purity sweep away the dust of her deeds from our firmament. High Templar Vol, Commander of the Army of Purity.
Doedri's back all the time, and poor old Vol, he's like a zombie man. But yeah, that's the guy. That is the guy. And I find his unique map so difficult. Sometimes I'll be like way over leveled for it, but the amount of damage he does while he's a wolf, and the amount of damage like his bleed does and everything else is crazy. But I never got like the extra character appearances and stuff from defeating him while that league was active. I'm kind of sad that I didn't finish all the different achievements for it, but as is the way with things. I really like the necklaces on the league, because they had like entire like skill tree talent point strong things. Just on the necklaces, you could just have a talent point on a necklace, and it was really powerful for the time. I kind of want to get the last bandit done before I head into the spider cave. And I don't have to worry about the map resetting. She's got to be up in this corner somewhere, I think. Here we go. She's going to try and beguile me, but I will resist.
The king of rats, Creighton, dead. And that big ugly oak, chopped down. You've made quite the impact around here. But I can't say I'm surprised. You've a powerful aura on you, bright as a sunset before a storm. Now, someone as resourceful as you would surely not have overlooked Oak and Creighton's amulets, the ones like mine here. There's power in those trinkets, enchantment enough to keep my friends and I safe. Give me the amulets, and I'll gladly make you part of that power. You need friends in Rayclast, and believe me, I can be a fine friend.
Nope. I refuse. Pretty cool. Regenerate 5 mana per second. I think it used to be more powerful than that, whatever she gave there. Global trick, crit chance multiplier. That'd be good for my character, because I'm using both physical attacks and then using a spell once I proc Fanaticism. And I always did like extra elemental resistances. I think that's a really cool bonus. But nope, we need the extra points on the town tree. So down she goes.
You are thus blessed, daughter of God. He will show you what true friendship is.
It's true. It is the truth. Yeah, I think in the more modern Path of Exiles, I've done some of the Maven fights, but not all of them. She kept on asking me to fight with some ridiculous modifiers on later on. And then some of the guys where you've got, they're like the 4 kings of the Atlas or the whatever they're called. And there's like a poison guy that has a load of snakes that come out of the floor. I fought him a few times. There's it's kind of like a wizard guy on a bunch of squares that he lights up. Killed him a few times. It's a guy that summons down this fist that strikes the floor and does a load of damage. The Elder Slayers. Yeah, those guys, I've defeated some of those on quite a few occasions. But if there's anything after them, or if there's any final form of them, I haven't done it. And there's some really old mechanic in the game where you go off on a map and fight this. Her name begins with A, I think. There's like 3 sisters or something or other. You get the 4 corners of a circular piece of map, and you have to put the circular pieces of map in, all 4 of them, in order to fight someone. And I haven't done that. I've never done that one. Like a friend was telling me at some point during the fight, she spawns into some clones, and if you hit any one of the clones and it's the wrong one and not the real one, you get reflected for 100% of the damage. Yeah, so I haven't done that fight. I haven't done the one where there's 3 sisters or something or other. I haven't seen any of that stuff. And one day I hope to maybe beat some of those bosses, or at least see them. Like, I always had bits of the material to go and visit them, but then I was worried that I'd waste it by dying. Yeah. So one day I was thinking about getting the... I think he's called the Duelist, and one of his specs makes you completely and utterly immune to reflected damage, or reflected physical damage. And I was planning to make him, and then go down there, and then if I make a mistake and hit the wrong one, well then it doesn't matter, because I can't reflect onto myself. Try the bosses once you get a new level. I should. I really should. But I definitely won't have the currency on this league yet. Just so because you don't lose any XP. Yeah, that's a good point. Get a full level up. Nothing to worry about. Go in and maybe get killed. At least have fun looking at it. For sure. It's quite often when I come back to the game, I go and play on the standard league, because I just want to carry on the last character I was playing, and I don't want to keep on having my progress reset all the time. But my inventory is just a nightmare on Standard League. I couldn't be bothered with that. I wanted to play some Path of Exile, but I didn't want to sort out my inventory. So I made an entirely new character on the League just to skip that whole mess. And it's so freeing to have an empty inventory. I keep everything. I'm a real pack rat. Yeah. I hate losing stuff. Especially when it's like, on Standard League, because you get all this legacy stuff that they haven't changed. And it might be worth $1 billion, or it might be awesome. You know, some of the old versions of, like, I think it's Combs' chess piece. Used to be really powerful. There we go, we got the spike we were looking for. Can't remember if there's anything else we're supposed to be looking for here. Hey, item level 19. See what this says on it. Oh, fail. Bad belt. I think all of the rest of this was just like the wrong direction in the same location, so let's go back to town. But yeah, every now and again, I like relearn all the rules on what to sell and what to keep. And then I start going through the inventory, but then I get bored because I'm like, oh, I'm halfway through the day. I haven't played for a single second and I've just been managing my inventory. So then I play a bit, I lose a bit. I get frustrated that I can't beat the game in any meaningful capacity. I leave the game, I come back a couple of months later and I've forgotten how to clear my inventory properly again. And the cycle repeats.
Goodbye.
I think I'll get rid of the extra movement speed version of this one and store it for a little while. Because I do like this one. Because I do deal critical strikes. But I also like having lots of extra armor during the effect. And that way I've got 2 health potions on. Have you tried finishing the game while following a guide? I have considered it on a few occasions. I think there was this this one time I was trying a guide. I think we're going to get rid of all 3 of these to Aramir. So I don't need to worry about that. One time I was following a guide and it was of this gladiator and he was really cool, very tanky, lots of blocking. But then like, I think one of the patches hit while I was playing, and the guy decided he was gonna not update the guide at all. It was ruined. Like, all of the filters that he had were broken. The skill tree didn't work anymore because they changed the shape of some of the things, and then it's over. I can't play the character anymore. I can't work out how to fix it myself. But it was at this point where the gladiator guy, you had spell block that was always equal to your attack block. So you had over the block cap by like 5%. So I think it was up to 80% physical block and 80% spell block. And your block still blocked 100% of all damage. And he was just immortal. There's just no real way to lose. It was so cool.
That spear. Yes, that is my best spear. The one I stuck in eye of old Mother Eightleg. I think you keep it now. Let the beasts and bandits fear you even more. It is my gift to you, from one hero to another. Wait, no, you need more than just spear and happy words for this great deed. You kill Mother of all 8 legs. You need prize. Here, when I found my spear in the forest, I found these too. You will take, yes?
I find that so interesting that he's so against the spiders at this point. And then when you meet him in chapter 6, 7, 8, whatever it is, he's got rather a different opinion on spiders. He's kind of more down with the spiders. I do need that faster casting support, I think. I will double check though. Let's see. I don't use it with Divine Ire, so maybe not. It definitely doesn't work with Smite. No, I don't think I do. I think I'm thinking of when I tried to make a totems one. I was trying to make the totems actually cast the damn thing. Concentrated effect. Oh, I do. I use that with my Divine Ire. Cha-ching. Let's find out a bit more about where I for this. I don't need Galvanic Field. That's something that I just found on the floor and I thought was kind of cool. So that can make way.
It is a new day. The pass to the sea is open. You are a legend that lives, Exile.
I am. I am a legend that lives.
Piety would have concurred with Eramir's theory about that northwestern ruin. The Val were a powerful civilization predating even the Eternal Empire, and Piety very much wanted to see what toys the Val might have left for her to play with behind those stone doors. Yet we couldn't budge them, not with that giant of a tree holding them fast in her roots. You now carry a cure to that problem, or rather a useful illness. Use the spike to inject the baleful gem's calibric extantia into the roots. One day soon, Piety will find her way into that ruin. You need to get there first.
Isn't that kind of stupid? Piety literally can't get in. But she's asking us to break down the door and get in. Well, Piety's going to be able to get in if we do that. Why are we doing that? Why don't I just stop here and then the world will be safe? Oh well.
Farewell.
My help is yours.
See if there's anything else in her list now that we need. Well, that's new. I don't know what this is. Sacred Wisps. Supported skills do 60% less damage when used by Sacred Wisps. Support skills will trigger summon Sacred Wisps on hit. What the heck? Summons 2 at a time, and 2 are the maximum. 20% chance to use a triggering skill when you fire a projectile with that skill. What? So your skills make wisps that then use the skills that the wisps will then use? Wow, that sounds like fun. There was some kind of attack that they implemented that, you know, when you're using a wand, your wand will automatically fire that spell as you use, you know, automatic attacks with it. It seemed kind of cool. I don't know if you can put this in there and then have just a crazy amount of spells going off on the screen. That could be interesting. Sadism support. I think this existed before, but it was called something else. I think that's a renamed one. Volatility, that's new, but I think I saw that in the build planner. Overcharge, I don't know this one. More chance to shock but deal less damage. Wow, supported skills shock enemies as though dealing 510% more damage. What? That sounds ridiculous. Fair enough. I think I know a lot of these. Elemental Focus. Do I need one of those? Nope. Controlled destruction. No. Physical to lightning. That sounds very familiar. Yeah, I need 2 of those. Yoink, yoink. Is Divine Ire on this list? Is this the point where I get it? No. Ah. So, one of these is going on Smite. And one of these is going on Divine Ire. far as I can tell. I'll swap to Divine Ire. Yeah, it has it listed as like one of my top damage increases. If I turn off physical to lightning on Divine Ire, the damage on it tanks. Yes. But again, if I select Smite on my DPS list, it seems to go down a lot if I try and select anything else. Yeah, physical to lightning is like one of my top support modifiers. I lose 100,000 damage on Smite if I take away physical to lightning, and I lose a million damage on Divine Ire if I take it off, which is substantial. Yeah.
Go with the spirit.
So that's I didn't save an extra weapon, but I should get an extra weapon on the second slot. Put both of these in there, and then level them up on the back burner. Let's see, let's have a look at Smite. So, Smite starts off with a 50% of physical damage is converted to lightning damage. So I guess if it's additive, there's the rest of it converted over. And if it's multiplicative, then I guess 75%. Oh, maths, man. I can't do maths. But yeah, Smite seems to enjoy having it converted over, I think. Then I can just concentrate on getting physical damage or lightning damage, and then both of them will all go on the lightning side. I hope. I think.
Yes?
Hello.
It is a new...
What do you want?
Okay, Aramir
There's
time.
greatness in you. You've proved that without a doubt. And whether you've destroyed the bandits for us or for your own ends, it matters not at all. You've given us back our home and our future.
I am the hero.
Lords of Larceny wore these around their necks. These artifacts and that ancient gateway to the northwest, crafted by the same hands, I'd venture. Val hands. And it appears the brigand's trinkets could form a single whole. Give me a moment with them. I used to be good at this sort of thing. Now, this one seems to fit neatly against here, and this third one, well, it looks like it... I'm so sorry, my friend. Are you well? Yes, you are apparently intact. Remarkable, considering... For the barest moment there, you were something altogether different. I'm not afraid to admit it. A rather unnerving version of yourself. If I were you, I'd dispense with that artifact down the deepest, darkest hole that I could find.
Oh, he wants me to throw it away. Yeah, let's have a look. So, Smite is coming in with additional accuracy because I've got really rubbish decks on the build, but I managed to fix things around and make it have a 93% hit chance. Additional accuracy, physical to lightning, increased critical damage, added lightning damage, and lightning penetration. With Divine Ire, we're going to have physical to lightning. Yes. So the Smite 6 link is going on body armor. And then I'm pretty sure you can have a 6 link on staffs as well. Boy, I hope so. Yeah, you can have a 6 link on staves. Yeah, double 6 link. I hope to get there someday. Divine Ire is going to have physical to lightning, concentrated effect, increased critical damage, lightning penetration, and increased critical strikes. So we're really leaning in on that critical. Hopefully fast critical lasers of doom. And it should be fun if it works out. But yeah, I'll just if I can only get 4 links on the chest and the weapon for a long time. I'll just snip off the last 2 things on my list, because I kind of have them in order of what thing gives me the most damage. So I'll be getting rid of lightning penetration and increased critical strikes off of divine ire, and added lightning damage and lightning penetration off of smite if I only get the 4 link on that. So I'm going to be running the aura of a blasphemy changed conductivity hex to remove the lightning resist of enemies. And then we'll also be running discipline, some more energy shield. And then I have a clarity running off of arrogance, because I have something that if I'm using both, I get some regen. And then frostblink. I have a cast when damage taken molten shell and wave of conviction, and the wave of conviction should be firing out and putting what is it called? An exposure of elemental, lightning elemental effects on enemies. So it's not going to have too much energy shield. I have 2,867 along with 3,614 life. And I don't know, maybe it worked, maybe it won't. The reduction I'm going to have from armor is 89% physical damage reduction. And then 72% block chance and 75% spell block chance. When I've got the flasks running, I have an effective hit pool of 839,806 apparently, if I manage to get exactly the items that I put in the build planner, which isn't something that I should really plan for. You know, hopefully something around there. And about 3 million damage per second ish, but it's not going to turn out anything like that. So I've got the EXE that you run for Path of Building, but I can't remember exactly how you like give someone a link or anything to it so that it works through the website or whatever else. You know, it's just there. I think that top left import export, yeah. I'm very happy to make my own builds in this though, so I will absolutely hand you a version of my thing. But don't worry too much about telling me what I've done wrong with it. Let's see. Export to build sharing. Generate a code. Do you want a pob.in link, or do you want a PoE Ninja? Right, you want a... Right, okay. Let's copy that. I'm reading the chat off of a tablet, so I just have to log into Twitch on the web page a second. Stream manager. Sorry about this. Ooh, that's such a long link. I don't know if that's working. Oh my good god. Sorry, that was the wrong thing. I copied the pre-thing. There you go. Sorry about the first one. Can I delete my message? I probably can, but I don't remember how. Oh well. So yeah, that's what I ended up with, but I don't know if I did things right. I probably didn't do things right. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm having fun. So we just picked up 5% more life, 4% more energy shield, 8% more energy shield, 10% more life, and 8% to chaos resistance. See what our chaos resistance is now. Oh, 8%. You don't start with a massive negative until you change chapters. That's cool. But yeah, my build, looking at my build is just for entertainment purposes. You may have a good laugh. Wow, Undead Val Commanders. These are new. They kind of look like some of the enemies that you get when you're... There's this woman called Alvira, and she's like an explorer. She's like a Tomb Raider. They kind of look like some of the stuff from her stuff. I never used to do some of her travel back in time stuff. It's very stressful trying to build the right sort of arena. I don't remember what that league was called. Oh, damn. Yeah. I had a friend who I mentioned earlier. I was watching some of his streams, and he said, "I'll always plan your build around being level 70 or something with 30 points missing." And he would just have 30 points completely loose on his character. And I always kind of hated that. I understand that's the thing you're supposed to do, maybe. But if I don't know where the points are going, I find that frustrating to just not know where those points are going to land. So I always plan out where everything goes. And that's just me. Even if that's wrong, there's something about loose points that just bothers me.
I must have time to gather my will.
I think my biggest thing that I'll admit here is that I find on a lot of my characters, I need all 8 points on the Ascendancy to function. But then I try and do like the last Labyrinth for the last 2 Ascendancy points. And sometimes it's just so difficult for me to actually win against Azario on the last Labyrinth. And it's a bit of a fail, because then I have to kind of quit the character, because I can't get the last 2 points. But it doesn't work without the last 2 points, and then I'm stuck in a loop. And it's a bit sad. If I was much better at the game, and I could always get Azario down and get the 8th point, I'd have so many more characters that I could have continued on with. So I think they've changed this. I don't remember putting this item on an altar before. I remember rolling a boulder out the way, and that was the problem. Oh, no, okay. This is something else. Corrupts an item, modifying it unpredictably. I could corrupt my unique for a goof. Because this is pretty low level. I think even for a joke, I should make it a full slot before I do it. I'm gonna. I don't care. Yeah, right? Let's do it. Let's do this thing. Okay, what currency have we? Oh my god, we have so few of these. Huh? Wait, what? Maximum number of sockets on a gloves is not 3, it's 4. The game is wrong. Right? Oh. I thought gloves had 4 sockets on them. And boots. Like, one-handed weapons have 3, and shields have 3. What the heck? Huh. Alright. That's fine, we'll just corrupt it as it is, and then I suppose. Might as well use the inventory while we're here. Gonna keep this safe.
What? Return if you must.
Let's put the items back on. Whoops. Okay. Can't seem to drop it in there. Maybe the gems need to be off before I can do such a thing. Wait, what? What the heck? I don't understand how to use this oh, okay. I was doing it in reverse. Sockets and items. That did not modify unpredictably. That did nothing. Like, as far as I can tell, I didn't get a single change. Maybe one of the numbers increased or decreased, but it just looks the same to me. Whatever. I risked it all and came out equal. Which is, like you say, better than a loss. We're heading over this way next. Yeah. Then I think we're going up to this. Yum. Oh, that knockback's kind of annoying. We are going up and around the corner, and we're getting this. Elemental damage with staves. Yum. Right, moving on.
I must have time to gather my will.
Let's find that boulder and roll it out the way. Oh, long staff. What's this got on it? I'm level 20. We're getting there. I might try a currency on this and see if I can randomly make a cool staff. I got some of those things that you get off the frozen guys. I can't recall what they're called at the moment. Like an essence. I've got some essences, I believe.
Purity will prevail.
Here we go. Uh-oh. And I ended the world.
I beg of you, God, help me to lead this world back into the light.
I really like how all of the areas are darkened now that we did this. I thought that was such a cool idea. It was me. I'm sorry. I turned off all the lights. Goodbye, the sun. Maybe I worship Lunaris and not Solaris. I really think that's a cool fight as well when those two gods are fighting each other later on. That was badass. My health's starting to look quite good. Like a combined 800-ish. I'm happy with that. Oh, I hate these devourers. They do so much damage with their melee attacks that sometimes I prefer just fighting them with them throwing fireballs at me. The unique one in the garden where you get the plum for that traitorous pirate. That one often used to kill me. Here we go, yeah, essences.
I am no beast of burden.
I recognize this outline at the top left of the screen. I think this used to be a league. Let's see. This is quite mighty compared to what I'm currently wearing. Yeah, let's swap this over. I wonder if I can put these in. One of them at least. And then on the weapon swap, we'll get this in to level up the other physical to lightning. It's genius. Yeah, I like this one, but I don't understand it too well. Like, I don't know if sometimes the monsters that you get inside this area are to do with what you've killed in here and around it, or if it's just completely random, but I don't get the ritual with what monsters spawn and why and how many of them spawn. It's kind of insane. Pick up the waypoint just in case. I'll try and kill some more guys inside just in case that helps with the ritual. Who knows? Ah, that was kind of low density compared to the ones on Atlases. So there's 2 more to do. Is there anything that I really want off of here? I don't think so. And we don't know what these hidden things are yet. So rather than trying to purchase anything, let's just keep going. So, what is the expected DPS at level 70? I don't know. I guess trim some points off. I never looked at what my level 70 would look like. I'm level 100 or best. I'm hoping I can do Delve. I really like doing Delve. And I don't know, I might get into something else. But what I always hated about Heist is that if you ever get killed in Heist, you don't get anything. Like all the rewards are taken away from you. So it's kind of a bit horrible, Heist, in that the difficulty is all the way up there.